Hi, welcome back to Embedded Code. Today, we're going to learn how to use one of the most powerful and useful tools on Linux, the terminal, where we'll work with the shell. For this, let's open a terminal using the key combination Ctrl-Alt-T. If your terminal is not showing, don't worry, I'll teach you how to set a shortcut for that. First, we have to know the command of the terminal that our system has for default. For this, you have to click on the apps button. On Ubuntu 24, you can find it bottom left. Once there, search the icon of your terminal. Now type this command: ps-o comm equals -p $ppt. The output shows the command of your OS default terminal. I chose a NUM interface, so my default terminal is NUM terminal. Let's test it. On your terminal, type the output. If everything is okay, another terminal will show up. Once we check that, click on the apps button again. Type keyboard and open the option on the settings section. Now click on View and Customize Shortcuts. Custom Shortcuts. Add Shortcut. Let's name it Terminal. Command, we have to put the output, in this case, NUM terminal. And click on Set Shortcut. Then press the key combination that you wish. I prefer the most common, Ctrl-Alt-T. Click on OK or Replace. It depends if you had ever done it before. Test it. And you'll see how a new terminal opens. There are a bunch of different root terminals. I'll show you some of them with its respective command if you wish to install them. Full Retroterm, Terminator, or Warp. But Warp installation is different, but check the link on the description of this video. Once we have our terminal open, let's learn some theory to correctly handle our Linux system. Let me explain you briefly what the shell is. Basically, shell is a Linux command interpreter, a bridge that connects the user to an operating system. The shell reads your command, interprets it, executes it, and gives you an output. The shell exists in our operating system as an executable file. Also, there are a lot of different shells like sh, bash, csh, tcsh, ksh, or csh. If you want to know which one your user has by default, let's type our first command. On your terminal, type echo $0. The output is going to tell you which shell you have by default. As you can see, on my case, I have bash. If you want, you can change your shell later, but that's topic of another video. Now that we know what the shell is and how to open our terminal, it's time to learn some basic commands. Let's start with an easy exercise. Let's suppose that somebody tells us to create a file called file1 on the downloads directory, and later to make a copy on documents, directory, file2. So let's begin. First, we type the pwd command, a very basic one that shows us our actual path. My output is home/yen, so that means that actually I'm on this path. Generally, here is where we have our main directories as downloads, videos, documents, etc. So let's type another command, ls. As you can see, this one helps us to list all the directories and files on the current path. Now let's go to the downloads directory. To do it, we have to use the cd command, a command that let us move onto directories. It can be used in many different ways. If you only type cd, it's going to move us to our user home directory. if you type it with the name or the path of the directory, we're going to be moved to that directory. So let's type cd downloads. Another thing you can do is autocomplete while you're typing. When we have enough part of a word, we can press the tab key to autocomplete. For example, I can write do, and then with tab, it's going to be autocompleted with download. Then press enter. And as you can see, we're now on the downloads directory. Let's create our file called file1. To create empty files, we have to use the touch command, followed by the name of the file. That's going to be file1. But very important, Linux is sensible to capital letters and lowercase ones. So for Linux, file1 with the F on capital letter is not the same as file1 all in lowercase letters. So press the enter key. Touch will create the file with the name that we put on the current path. Type ls to check that our file was created correctly, and look, there it is. We can check it also graphically with the file manager. If we go to the downloads directory, we can see there our file1. Now, if you remember the exercise, the next part is to create a copy on the folder documents/directory, which it doesn't exist, so we have to create it. Type mkdir, a command that allows us to create a new directory. So we're going to type mkdir tilde/documents/directory. We use the tilde to avoid typing the user home directory path. And once it's created, let's copy our file1 on it, using the copy command cp. So, type it followed by the name of the file that we want to copy. On this case, file1. Followed with the path where we need to paste it. That's going to be tilde/documents/directory. Press enter key. And now let's go to the path to check that everything's okay. So we have to use the command that we've learned before, cd. But now let's return to a previous path. So if you want to return, you have to type it, but as cd ... We're back on the user's home. Enter on documents using cd documents. And then onto the directory that we created previously called directory. So type cd directory. Once there, type ls to verify that our file1 is there. But remember, the exercise says that we need that the copy is called file2. So to do this change, we need to first create a copy of the file1 with another name and then delete file1 of this directory. So to do the copy, we have to use the command cp, as probably you were thinking. So type cp space file1 space file2. We don't need to type the full path because the copy is going to be created on the same folder. Type ls to verify that we have file2. And finally, let's use the rm command to delete the other file. So type rm file1. And then ls to check. Let's verify it graphically on the file manager. So open the downloads directory. There we will have the file1. That's correct. Then go to the documents and then directory. And here we have file2. So that's it. Now you know how to use some basic commands on your terminal to navigate and modify files on your system, such as cd, ls, cp, mkdir, touch, and pwd. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel and share this video with more people interested in this topic. Hit that like button and please leave a comment with more topics that you think I have to explain on this basic Linux course. Don't forget to hit that bell button so you are notified when I upload a new video. I will play in basic Arduino and Raspberry Pi Pico programming on C. I'm Adolf, aka Hiena, and see you on the next video. Bye!